Hey y'all. Well, sometime back in 2018, I got this book, which is the follow-up to How Satan Turned America Against God. This is volume 2. It's called, of course, Holy Ground: The True History of the State of Israel. I started reading into it, the opening here. I think it was about, last part of November, so it's been about 5 years ago. So it's, I think, the introduction, the prologue, whatever it's called, then the introduction. I read the introduction. It reads Israel all the way to the end. Thinking about starting back over again, and it being that what's going on with Israel now. And of course, Bill Grady is the one that wrote it. He's got some good material. What I was reading, What Hath God Wrought? That's another good book, and also How Satan Turned America Against God. That's another one. I can't remember the name of just right yet. But see here. It says there are 3 reasons why you need this book is needed: the basic history of the modern state of Israel, and it's indispensable to interpret current prophetic events. That's the old adage: World War I, prepare the land for the Jew. World War II, prepare the Jew for the land. Unlike standard works, Holy Ground presents both a lucid and fascinating synopsis of all salient facts. Let's see here. So it says introduction says, I'll get it straight one day. It says this novel divides accordingly the struggle for statehood, survival through statehood, salvation from statehood. It contains 875 pages of documentation, including 3,000 endnotes, 750 bibliology entries, 195 photographs and maps. And there's some enclosed reviews. Holy Ground is exceptional. The definitive work of the subject. Thank you, Brother Grady. What the heck are you doing? Oh my gosh, boy. For this galley classic concerning God's chosen people. Get ready for an earthquake. Holy Ground packs a punch for honest readers and leaves one asking, what shall I do then with Israel? So, let's take a look at a couple of things here. I'm going to use you, Herbie, because you're right here in my way. Use you for my table. Take a look at some of the subject chapters and stuff and all that. They have it in here. Usually most books do. Herbie's like, man, get this thing off me. Let's see here. Well, usually some books have the little thing with the chapters in it. Chapter 6. The Balfour Declaration. Let's see here. Well, must be on another page somewhere. Be still, dog. I'm using for my table. Be still. Since you want to sleep right on top of me. Palestinian nation. Quotation marks. The Palestinian nation. I underlined some stuff. Lawrence of Arabia, he was involved regarding the Balfour, the Peel Commission, all the rest of those things. The Palestinian mythology. That's something, I don't know, just what I might do is kind of read along. Be still, dog. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What it covers here. Table of contents, that's what I meant. So, we got prologue, forward, preface, introduction, Palestinian mythology, Eretz Israel, diaspora to Zionism, Theodore Herzl, Balfour, Little Wrong, Story Mandate, the First Decade, Prelude to War, The Real Final Solution, The Camps, The Jews in World War II, Statehood, Survival Through Statehood, The War of Independence, Sinai, The 100-Hour War, The Six-Day War, The Yom Kippur War, Findings Without Fears Within. I'm sure he'll probably write it to volume 3 after this thing is done with the Hamas. Beloved Enemies, the Shua in Scriptures. Does it say Shua or Shoah? The New Covenant, Naomi's Sojourn, Three Graves, Epilogue, why many Jews accept Jesus Christ as their Savior and Messiah. Wait, this is why many Jews? Wow. Gracious words, endnotes, bibliography, index, and maps. So, the prologue. But anyway, I might do a little reading here on this. I'm trying to decide whether I want to really or not, because it's a lot of reading, man. I mean, a ton. And some books, Dr. Grady has done some, his own, he's read his own book, like What Hath God Wrought, and I don't know if he's done that with How Satan Turned America Against God, but I know some of his books he's done that. I read most of his books. I can't remember exactly how much How Satan Turned America Against God, how much of that I've read, but I know I've read a piece into this. Not very much, though. Of course, that was about 5 years ago. But anyway, just thought I'd just bring this up. If you want to know all the facts and all the stuff from a Christian perspective, I think Dr. William P. Grady, his book, The Holy Ground, and even all the books he wrote, and everything he writes, whatever, kind of go or centered around the Jews somewhat. Of course, biblically speaking, and everything in a Christian perspective. And I think what he has to say is pretty neat, actually. Excuse my toe. But anyway, that's just something, if you're interested in looking into this kind of thing, it'd probably be good to look into, as in what's going on with Israel right now, and kind of get some facts and everything, and not hear all the news media and things like that, what they're saying, and what other people say, who are biased against Israel, who down Israel and the Jews and things like that. I think from his perspective, the way he's coming from, it's pretty neat. And what I have read and what I have read in my other books and stuff is, I like what he has to say. There's a couple of things that I'm not with everything on him, but more than anything, I really agree with what he says here, what I have read, or that I can remember at least. And also, like I said, in his other books. Anyway, check it out for yourself. Holy Ground, Volume 2, from How Satan Turned America Against God. You'll probably like it. That's totally up to you. You got to read it to know for sure. So we'll see ya.